Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we're diving deep into QQQ. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 3rd of July, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked QQQ as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 6. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this period. The ETF has experienced a gain of 6.65%. This translates to an average return of 0.25% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned within a robust upward trend in the short term, with indications of further growth within this trend. The current 3-month trajectory suggests a potential increase of approximately 26% over the next 3 months, with projected returns ranging from around 21% to 32%. In terms of a longer outlook, our analysis spanning 12 months forecasts a projected change of roughly 7%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -18% and +7% over the upcoming year. In practical terms, this would suggest a future price range between $456 and $495. Our latest daily update for the QQQ highlights a stronger technical forecast for the QQQ ETF price following trading on Thursday. The QQQ ETF price experienced an increase of 0.92% on the last trading day, rising from $550.80 to $555.86. During this trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 1.07%, with a low of $551.30 and a high of $557.21. The price has risen in 8 out of the last 10 days and is up by 5.08% over the past 2 weeks. Trading volume decreased on the last day by 10 million shares, with a total of 26 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $14.36 billion. It is important to note that a decrease in volume alongside rising prices can signal divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF reached $557.21, while the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price is 0.24%, or $1.35, below the 52-week high of $557.21, which also stands as the all-time high for the ETF. The latest jobs report reveals a net gain of 147,000 jobs, exceeding economists' expectations. This is a positive indication for the economy and has the potential to enhance investor confidence in equities. This strong job growth, particularly as it comes just before the holiday weekend, may provide a boost to the QQQ and other technology stocks in the short term, as market sentiment remains lifted by a robust job market. Additionally, the conversation around a Goldilocks economy, one characterized by stable growth without overheating, is bolstering bullish sentiment in the markets. With the prospect of an economic landscape that nurtures growth while keeping inflation under control, investors are increasingly looking towards technology exchange-traded funds such as QQQ, as well as those focused on artificial intelligence. In the latter half of 2025, as interest rates are expected to be reduced, these sectors are likely to perform well. The recent performance of major indexes, including Nasdaq, shows recovery momentum following an earlier sell-off. Despite worries about tariffs and other market challenges, the prevailing optimism may continue to propel QQQ higher. The overall investor sentiment could be crucial for the upcoming quarterly earnings reports, which will provide further insight into the economic outlook. In summary, if these positive trends continue, investors can anticipate sustained growth in the technology sector, with QQQ at the forefront both in the short and long term. Analyst ratings. On Thursday, June 26, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a negative rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, June 10, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a mixed rating with a hold action. On Monday, June 9, 2025, it was reported that Edward Jones assigned QQQ a mixed rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, June 3, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a hold rating with a hold action. On Friday, May 30, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a buy rating with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for the QQQ. The chart shows mostly positive signals today. The QQQ ETF indicates buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a favorable outlook for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support is anticipated at levels of 548.68 cents and 529.73 cents. A breakdown below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21, 2025, and thus far, the price has increased by 28.34%. Further price increases are expected until a new top pivot has been established. Moreover, a buy signal has been noted from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. It's worth noting that volume decreased during the last trading day even as prices rose, leading to a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. The ETF should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 52 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 10 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 50 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 46 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 50 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 38 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 29 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $466 and $423.69. There is a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, as breaking through this point could lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $466. If this is breached, the subsequent support from accumulated volume will be at $423.69 and $422.67. Generally, the ETF tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the risk is considered quite low. Over the past day, the ETF experienced a movement of $5.91 between its high and low, which is 1.07%. For the past week, the ETF has shown a daily average volatility of 0.95%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate a lack of future growth expectations for the company, or suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, potentially presenting a buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the QQQ exchange-traded fund. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the ETF could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may want to enter a position and use volume as a guide for determining when to exit. On the downside, the QQQ encounters its first support level at $466. If this support level holds, it could represent a favorable entry point anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $538.52, representing a decline of 3.12%. This exchange-traded fund experiences very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Furthermore, a buying signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 51 days ago. Is the QQQ ETF a good investment? The QQQ holds several positive indicators and is currently in a strong upward trend. As the saying goes, let the trend be your friend. Therefore, we believe it is a solid option at these levels, with expectations for further gains over the next 3 months. We have revised our assessment of this ETF from a buy to a strong buy candidate since our last evaluation. However, after analyzing the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our systems indicate that the current price may be overvalued. For trading on Monday, July 7th, we anticipate that the QQQ will open lower by $1.07, starting at $554.79. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding buying or selling securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you agree to take full responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.